Big important day, for K Kavitha. Once again, this is the third day of grilling. Give us a sense of what really happened, Shreya, in the last 10 hours or so almost, where she was grilled yesterday by the ED.
Well, we saw that yesterday it was a long day of questioning by the Enforcement Directorate when K Kavitha was concerned, and now she's also been summoned yet again. You can see the visuals that she's making way, emotional moment. She's hugging her family members as she moves inside the Enforcement Directorate office. Now, yesterday it was a long hour of questioning for K Kavitha. More than 10 hours she was questioned inside the Enforcement Directorate office, and we do know that today yet again she's been called in by the Enforcement Directorate. In all likelihood, the ED also could have asked to get the evidence that the mobile phones concerned, which we saw K Kavitha flashing on our camera, and now she's moved inside ED, Sneha.
Also, what is expected today, given that this is what she's trying to show, indicate, the message that she's trying to send out really is that the allegation was that I destroyed these phones, but I haven't really.
Well, absolutely. She's trying to, somewhere down the line, come clean. She's trying to send that message that she really has nothing to do, and the allegations against her are baseless. Because remember, that somewhere down the line, the pretext that K Kavitha and as an also opposition party leader, she's trying to send out a message that this is nothing but vendetta politics. And before moving inside ED, we saw her flashing those phones, because obviously she's trying to plead guilty. She's trying to plead that she's not guilty, and as she heads in the ED office, it is clear that these evidence now she will be also putting forward before the ED office. But definitely what the ED and the agency has to say, that the details and the documents from all these devices were formatted. The documents were not there. So somewhere down the line, it's also depending on the agency. Well, the agency will buy this alibi or not, because there are huge allegations against K Kavitha for actually being a key player in that South Cartel formation, and also for giving those kickbacks to the tune of 100 crore to the Aam Aadmi Party leaders as funds ahead, because of which they also got undue advantages to at least 3 major distributors linked to the South Cartel.
As far as the questioning is concerned, any possibility of her once again being brought face to face with the other accused today, Shreya, as far as the third round of questioning is concerned?
Well, for one thing for sure, Sneha, what we know, that she was actually confronted with all the statements of the co-accused in this case when it comes to those involved in the South Cartel, which includes the statements of Arun Pillai. He was one of the key players of the South Cartel. She's already been confronted with the statements of Arun Pillai, but as we know that yesterday Arun Pillai was sent for judicial custody, so cross-questioning physically is something that is not going to happen today, at least when it comes to Arun Pillai. Apart from that, if any other accused she will face, we'll have to wait and watch some more time, because there's no other summon that we know from this group who has been called in. But yesterday, Sneha, Amit Arora, he's also one of those accused in the liquor policy scam. So he was also called in by the Enforcement Directorate. So what we do see, that there are questioning simultaneously taking place when it is about investigating this case is concerned, and definitely the ED is robustly looking into the entire money trail as they unearth this scam. But we'll have to wait and watch that what K Kavitha has to say. But definitely one thing is clear from her body language, that she's going defensive to try and say that she has no role to play in what is being alleged by the agency, and especially by showing those mobile phones, she's trying to make a point that she has not done anything that the agency is actually claiming against her.
She's also, legally speaking, tried to make an attempt to skip these, physical interrogations by the Enforcement Directorate, seeking relief from the court the last time around, but did not get any relief from the court, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. First and foremost, that matter is yet to be heard on the 24th of March, but the Supreme Court did not really stay any summon that the ED would have given in the course of time. It's also important to point out that when we talk about the procedural approach of these investigations, the Enforcement Directorate's bounding is under the PMLA. It doesn't really fall to the CRPC. So that's something that we will be seeing the court obviously going into the detail. But once she skipped the summons, saying that she was not there were rules that were not followed. As a woman, she should have been interrogated inside her house. The ED should have gone there. But obviously, from the second and the third time we saw, she's come out and she's attended the questioning, and it will be clearer towards the course of day that what transpires. But definitely, even today, Sneha, it is going to be a long day ahead for K Kavitha.